Detecting deception is a complex skill that requires a combination of observation, analysis, and understanding of human behavior. While no technique can guarantee absolute accuracy, here are some common techniques and cues that can be helpful in identifying potential signs of deception. Baseline assessment. Establish a baseline by observing the person's normal behavior, speech patterns, and body language when they are relaxed and not under stress. This will help you identify deviations from their typical behavior, which may indicate potential deception. Nonverbal cues. Pay attention to the person's body language, facial expressions, and gestures. Look for signs of discomfort, fidgeting, avoiding eye contact, or excessive hand-to-face movements, which may indicate anxiety or deception. However, it's important to note that these cues can also be influenced by other factors such as nervousness or cultural differences, so they should be considered in context. Inconsistencies. Listen for inconsistencies in their verbal statements or contradictions between their words and nonverbal cues. Look for changes in the story, missing details, or evasive responses. A person who is lying may struggle to maintain a consistent narrative. Microexpressions. Microexpressions are brief, involuntary facial expressions that reveal underlying emotions. While they can be challenging to spot, they may provide insight into a person's true feelings. Sudden flashes of fear, anger, or contempt may suggest that the person is concealing something. Verbal cues. Listen for specific verbal cues that may indicate deception. These can include stuttering, stammering, excessive qualifiers, or a sudden change in pitch or tone. Be cautious not to rely solely on verbal cues as they can be influenced by other factors such as nervousness or speech habits. Cluster analysis. Instead of relying on isolated cues, consider patterns and clusters of behavior. Deception detection is more reliable when multiple cues align and indicate potential deception rather than relying on a single cue in isolation. Remember that deception detection is a complex skill, and individual cues should be interpreted within the context of the situation and the person's baseline behavior. It is always advisable to consider the broader picture and corroborate your observations with other evidence or information whenever possible. Additionally, professional training and experience can significantly enhance one's ability to detect deception effectively.